Hi everyone, welcome to this class 10th, chapter 2 sets. In this class, let us learn the concept of empty set and subset. In previous videos, we have learnt the concept of set and how to represent a set in roster form and how to represent a set in set builder form and how to convert a roster form into set builder form. If set builder form is given, how to convert into roster form. We have discussed a lot about the concepts. Okay, let us start. Empty set. We know what is set. Set is a collection of well-defined objects. Every object should have a common property. That is set. So, here I take some set of some things, some elements. What are they here? These are all sketch pens. This is a set of sketch pens. If I remove these sketches, then what do you call this set? There are nothing inside the box. So, it does not have any elements. Therefore, it is called an empty box. It is an empty box. Similarly, empty set is like that only. Here, a set which does not contain any element in it is called an empty set. So, empty set is also denoted by null set or void set. Empty set or null set or void set. All the terms, all the definitions have the same meaning. Now let us take an example. Before taking example, empty set is denoted by the symbol phi. Phi symbol, Greek letter, or let us denote this one by like this, two braces without elements. Here, let us understand the concept by taking some examples here. A is equal to set of x such that x is a natural number smaller than 1. We have to write elements in the set A by taking natural numbers and not all natural numbers which are smaller than 1. We know the natural number set. What are called natural numbers? The numbers which are used for counting are called natural numbers. The smallest natural number is 1. These numbers are used for counting. So, here we have to write smaller than 1. Are there any numbers smaller than 1, lesser than 1? No. So, we cannot write this set. So, we have to represent this one by like this only. We cannot write any elements here because there are no elements smaller than 1. Therefore, this set is called empty set or null set or void set. We have to write like this. Otherwise, we can represent the set by like this phi. Both have same meaning. But you should not write like this. It is not empty set. It is a set with an element phi. You should not write like this. Just keep it as blank. But you should not write like this also, 0 also. So, this is empty set. Next, second example, B is equal to set of x such that x is an odd number divisible by 2. Odd numbers are not divisible by 2, we know. If we divide any odd number, it leaves remainder 1. Let us take this set, odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. If we divide any number by 2, the number leaves remainder 1. So, it is not divisible by 2 completely. So, we cannot get any numbers from this set to write in this set. So, that is why it is also called empty set or is equal to phi. Let us take one more example here. X such that X is a common point to two parallel lines. A common point to two parallel lines. If we take two lines like this, they are parallel. They are not intersecting at anywhere. If they do not intersect or if they do not meet at any point, they should not have a common point. Therefore, this is also a null set. If two lines intersect like this, they have a common point here. This is a common point. So we have to write that point. If there is A, we have to write A in the set. But here the given condition is parallel lines. So here these two are parallel lines. So they do not have any common point because they do not meet at anywhere. So this is also a null set or void set, and it can be represented by this phi also. Phi and this both have the same meaning. We can represent in a way. Now let us understand the concept of subset. Definition: if all elements of set A are also elements of set B, then set A is called subset of B. For example, A is equal to set of 1, 2, 3, 4 elements. B is equal to set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements. If 1 belongs to A and 1 belongs to B, 2 belongs to A, 2 belongs to B, 3 belongs to A, 3 belongs to B, 4 belongs to A, 4 belongs to B. Therefore, every element of A also belongs to element of set B. Then A is called subset of B, and it is denoted by this symbol, subset symbol. Subset symbol of subset is like this. So A is subset of B. Let us understand this concept by taking some sketch pens. This is set B, this is set A. Set A, set B. This is a set of sketch pens, markers. This is also a set of markers. So every marker which belongs to set A also belongs to set B. See the colors here. Here is a green marker. There is also a green marker. Here is a black marker. Here also a black marker. Here is a pink marker. Here is also a pink marker. So every element of set A, that means element means here markers. Also B contains that type of that colored markers. See here. Therefore, this set is called subset of B. So A set is a subset of B because every element of A also element of B. In this way, we denote this one by A subset of B. Here 1 belongs to A and 2 belongs to A, 3 belongs to A, 4 belongs to A, and 1 belongs to B, 2 belongs to B, 3 belongs to B, 4 belongs to B, 5 and 6 are extra elements which are in set B. But 1 belongs to A and 1 belongs to B, 2 belongs to A and 2 belongs to B, 3 belongs to A and 3 belongs to B, 4 belongs to A and 4 belongs to B. So every element of A also belongs to set B. Therefore, A is called subset of B. A is subset of B. Moreover, B is called what? Superset of A. B is called superset of A. It can be represented by this symbol, the reverse symbol to this symbol. That means B contains all the elements of A. B contains all the elements of A. ఏలో ఉన్న ప్రతి ఎలిమెంట్ బిలో కూడా ఉంటే అప్పుడు ఏని ఏమంటామంటే బికి సబ్సెట్ అంటాం. సబ్సెట్ B is called superset. Superset means every B contains all the elements of A. Here I take this one. B contains there are 5 colors in the B set, green, pink, red, black and violet. But here only 3: blue, green, black, sorry, pink, green, black. Here also pink, green, black. Moreover, 2 extra markers are there. Therefore, B is called superset, A is called subset. A is called subset of B, B is called superset of A. Moreover, we can write every set is subset of itself. Every set is subset of itself. If I take one more set A like this, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you observe here, 1 belongs to A and 1 belongs to A, 2 belongs to A, 2 belongs to A, 3 belongs to A, 3 belongs to A, 4 belongs to A, 4 belongs to A. Therefore, every element of A also belongs to every element of another set A. Then A is subset of A. A is subset of A are equal sets. Both are equal. Subset are equal. Subset are equal. Because here all elements are same in the other set. Therefore, every set is subset to itself. Every set is subset of itself. So, in this way, we understood the concept of subset. Superset. If A set B contains all the elements of set A, then set B is called superset of A. Set B is called superset of A. It is denoted by B superset of A. Suppose let us take an example here. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here every element of A also 1, 2, 3, 4 belongs to set B. Therefore, B is called superset of A is called subset of B. But A need not be always subset. Sometimes there may be more numbers in A, less numbers in B. Sometimes A also superset of B. B may be subset of A. This is the definition of superset. ఒక సెట్ ఏదైతే ఉందో అది ఇంకొక సెట్లోని ఎలిమెంట్స్ అన్నీ ఇందులో ఉంటే దానిని మనము సూపర్ సెట్ అంటాం. దీనిని సబ్సెట్ అంటాం. Let us take an example 2. V is a set of vowels in English alphabet. A is a set of letters in the English alphabet. Let us verify whether this set is subset of A. V is subset of A or not. We know what are the vowels in English alphabet. Those are A, E, I, O, U. Next, let us take set A. In this set, it is a set of letters in the English alphabet. So, how many letters are there in English alphabet? Yes, 26. Those are A, B, C, D, E, F and so on. Last number Z. Last number is Z. So, all number 26. So, every element of set V, that means A, E, I, O, U are also belongs to this set. Here is A, here also A, E is there. Similarly, I, O, U also there. Therefore, V is called subset of A or A is called superset of V. Let us take one more example 3. A is the set of prime numbers less than 10. B is the set of odd numbers less than 10. C is the set of even numbers less than 10. Which of the following is true? If the A, B, C sets are like this, which of the following sets statements are true? A subset of B true, B subset of A subset of C, is C subset of A, is B subset of C, is phi subset of A, D subset of A. To know this, we have to write the elements in roster form. First we have to write them in roster form. First one, set of prime numbers less than 10. Prime numbers, you know the definition of prime numbers. The numbers which are not divisible by any other numbers except 1 and itself. So, what are the prime numbers? 2, 3, 5, 7, 7 only, up to 7 only. Next number is 11. So, you should write only less than 10. Next, B is the set of odd numbers less than 10. You know odd numbers which are not divisible by 2. Those are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. These are all odd numbers. They are not divisible by 2. They leave remainder 1. C is the set of even number less than 10. We know even numbers. Even numbers are divisible by 2. They leave remainder 0 when we divide by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's all. Now let us verify. A subset of B. A subset of B. Is A subset of B? Is A subset of B? Here what 2 is there? Not there. 3 is there. 3 belongs to both sets, but 2 does not belong to both sets. 5 belongs to both sets. 7 belongs to both sets, but 2 is not belongs to this B. This is A and this is B. This is C. 2 is not belongs to B. That's why A is not subset to B. We have to represent like this: A not subset of B. So if it gives like this, we have to write false. It is false. Not subset of means you have to write like this: not subset, just like not equal. B subset of A. Is B subset of A? No. 3 belongs to both sets, 5 belongs to both sets, 7 belongs to both sets, but 1 belongs to B but not A, 9 belongs to B but not A. Therefore, this is also false. Next, A subset of C. A subset of C. Let us verify. 2 belongs to A, also C, 3 belongs to A but not C. Here 3 is not there. Therefore, A is not A subset of C statement is false. Here C subset of A, no, C also there. Here 8 is there. 8 is not existed in the A. Therefore, C subset of A is also false. B subset of C also false. B subset of C 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8 false. 5 subset of A. 5. Here 5 means what? Null set. Null set is subset of every set. Null set is subset of any set. So 5 subset of A is true. Any set. Next, D subset of A. Not given here. Well, up to here only. 5 subset of A. So in this way, we can decide whether a set is subset or not. First of all, we have to write them in roster form. Then we can discuss whether it belongs to or not. Then only we can understand whether it is correct or not. Let us solve this question. If A is the set of A, B, C, D elements, then how many subsets does the set A have? How many subsets this set may have? Let us write, taking one element A. There is only one element is there. This is also subset of this one because A belongs to A, this set and the set. So let us take B element. First of all, we take one element. B is also set. This is a set because this is the braces. So also this element belongs to this set. Therefore, this set is subset of this set. Now we didn't give any name here, but even though it is a set, here also a set. This is also subset of this one. C, let us take one element C. C also, this set is also subset of A. D also subset of A. Let us take two elements A and C. This is a set. This is also subset of this set. And A and B. Two elements. Take two elements. AB, AC, AD. AC and AD. We can write like this. So some sets. Let us count all the sets, subsets afterwards. AB, AC, AC repeated here. AB, AC, AD and CD. CD is a subset. Is there any other elements? Any subsets? By taking two elements, AB, AC, AD, BC, BD, BC, BD, then CD, BC, BD, then CD over here. Next, by taking three elements, ABC, one set, and ACD, another set, ABC, ACD, BCD. Now, any other elements, any other sets, ABC, ACD, BCD over. ABD is also there, ABD. ABD also a set. Therefore, let us take four elements, A, B, C, D, only elements, only one set with only one subset with four elements. So, moreover, phi is a subset of every set. Empty set is subset of every set. Now, let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There are 16 subsets. Here, if a set have 4 elements, it will have 16 subsets. First of all, how to write all these subsets? Take one element and write a set. Then take two elements, write some sets, possible number of possible sets. Now take three elements, ABC, ACD, BCD, ABD. If we take any set like this, if it is repeated, avoid that one. ABD. Next, take four elements, only ABCD we get. So every element of all these sets are also belongs to this set. So that's why these are all called subsets of this set. Moreover, this empty set or phi, null set, is also subset of this set. So we got 16 elements. So there is a formula to find the number of subsets to a given set is formula to find number of subsets to a given set is 2 to the power of n, 2 raised to the power of n. Here n is number of elements in the set, number of elements in the set, the given set. Suppose if there are n is equal to one element is there, suppose in a set, this is n is equal to 1 element is here. How many subsets we can write? 2 to the power of n, 2 to the power of 1 means we can write 2 subsets. How? First one is A and second one is phi. If n is equal to 2, if there are 2 elements like this A and C, we can write the subsets, 2 square subsets. 2 to the power of n plus 2 square means 4. We can write 4 subsets for this set, A, C, AC and phi. A, C, A comma C and phi, 4 subsets. If n is equal to 3, then substitute 3 in the formula 2 to the power of 3. 2 to the power of 3 means 2 into 2 into 2. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. 8 subsets we can write. For this set, here are 3 elements in this set. We can write 8 subsets for this set. How? A, B, C, AB, BC, AC, ABC, and last one is 5. A, B, C, AB, AC, BC, ABC, and 5. So 8. If there are 4 elements in a set, we can write 2 to the power of 4 subsets. It has 2 to the power of 4 subsets, that is 16. We have already verified here. In this way, without writing these subsets, we can find number of subsets to a given set. If there are 5 elements, we can write 2 to the power of 5, means 32 subsets to the given set. This is the formula to find number of subsets the given set has. In this way, we can write subsets to a given set. But for one thing we have to remember that every set is subset to itself and phi is a subset of every set. These 2 points should be remembered.